That's why even later Outkast is 3 records later, I'm sure. But Bombs Over Baghdad, they knew to bring the Atlanta sound up because that was old Atlanta. Fast, 140 beats per minute music.
Now, you just said a key phrase now, and I want my listeners who are not from ATL to hear this. Old Atlanta.
Yeah.
Please break down for those who've never heard that language, old Atlanta versus Atlanta.
Again, my opinion, and I talk about this a lot, and I try to find a way to make it clear. Old Atlanta is the Atlanta that most of the world didn't know about. If you were in Atlanta and you realized that, okay, this is a black Mecca, it was already a black Mecca, but it's the hip hop aspect of it that had to grow into the 90s and 2000s. Obviously, people knowing exactly what Atlanta is. But I would say at that time, the industry was heavy in LA, New York, and DC because BET was in DC.
Yes, sir.
So even Crisscross, we shot most of our videos outside of Atlanta.
How about that?
A couple of videos obviously were shot, in Atlanta intentionally, but the business wasn't fully in Atlanta. It only had LaFace Records for a while, which came in 89. So Def got established after Crisscross, which should be about 92, 93. Dallas is probably somewhere around that same space. And again, you had Death Row on the West Coast. You had all the rap records, all the rap labels were in New York for a long time. Def Jam, Cold Chillin', you name it. So yeah, it's so that's old Atlanta. New Atlanta is the industry. It's majority of the reality shows we see on TV, it appears that feature black people, and so the movie industry. Now there's 6 or 7 rap stations instead of 1.
Yes, sir.
So, yeah, I think again, New Atlanta, old Atlanta. So people who know that Atlanta's hot are there now. People who were there before who didn't know it, that's more old Atlanta. We just made it happen.